So what is going on, guys? Welcome to the YouTube channel. If we have not yet met, my name is Peter Roberts. Now in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the things that I did that allowed me to save over $100,000 by the age of 22. Now personally, I might get a little emotional. I'm going to be reflecting on the decisions that I've made at a young age, from living at home, from my college decision, from making sacrifices and working at a young age. And more importantly, guys, I wanted to make this video so you can do the same, so you can start building wealth in your age. You can use my story, me as an example, so you can start changing your life around financially. So guys, before we get started, if you have not yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, that would mean a lot in helping this channel grow, as well as if you find value, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. It truly goes a long way. So now I want to reflect on the decisions that I made that allowed me to save over $100,000 by the age of 22. Now this could be a lot of money, this could be no money, but for me, this was a huge milestone in my life. Now it all started when I was growing up. I've always had the knack, the drive to go out there and work, and truthfully, I fell in love with the idea of making money. Now, when I was 7 years old, I picked up my first job. My dad was a hustler. My dad was out there mowing lawns, power washing, being a handyman to the local neighbors. And guess what? I was right there doing the same thing. And I'm so grateful that I was able to experience this at a young age. Getting my hands dirty, going out there and seeing how money works at a young age has literally given me so much leverage and has given me the grit, the determination that has allowed me to achieve this goal of reaching over $100,000. So from these little side hustles that I was starting, from working a little bit when I was a youngster, I got my first job my sophomore year in high school. Now, probably by the time I had a little under $5,000 to $7,000 saved from all the side work, from shoveling snow, from being a grinder at a young age. Now it was time to go out there and start making money as an employee. Now, my first job taught me a lot of things. And the reason I chose this job, being a busboy at this really fancy restaurant on the water in my hometown, was because I knew that I could make some great money on tips. And quickly, I found my passion, my drive, and my ability to love making money at a young age. Now, for me, I went to a private Catholic school where people were very successful. I didn't grow up for much. I didn't have much. I've always worked my whole life at a young age. Now, my friends were having fun after school, going out partying, and for me on the weekends, I found myself working in the summer at this restaurant my sophomore year. So once I got this first job, the first thing that I did was open up a savings account through my local bank. Now, this was a very big decision and also a big stepping stone in my journey to saving over $100,000. Now, being young, I found the importance of saving money. My goal every day was to make a certain amount of money. When I went into that restaurant to work, the first thing that I did for my money was, after my mom picked me up at 11, 12 at night, was to go ahead and put money in an envelope, because that envelope continued to grow and I found my knack. I found my passion for saving money, and slowly by the age of 15, 16, 17, I had around $10,000 to $15,000 saved off from that one summer job that I was working. Now you might ask, how was I able to make this money? I was a teenager. I was going through high school. I was a soccer player. I was going to school, and I also wanted to have fun, but I also found a lot of time to work. Now for me, I took on another job my junior year as a farmer. Yeah, I was a farmer. I was working at a busboy, and I had two jobs, two incomes coming in. But what I realized as an employee was that it was not going to get me to the goal financially where I wanted to achieve in life. Now for me, growing up, I've always had the entrepreneurial spirit, from shoveling snow, from power washing to cutting grass, and I figured this is the perfect time for me to begin my business, to start a business that's going to allow me to make more money. And how can I start increasing my income? Not only did I feel like I was not making enough money working for someone else, but I honestly hated working for someone. So what I did my senior year was to start a lawn and landscaping business. This is where my income completely doubled. I took on two jobs. I actually started my landscaping business, my lawn care business, with a torn ACL. From going to the farm, to going to rehab, to going to work, to going to school, there was a lot of things that I was balancing in my life. But these sacrifices that I made allowed me to make a lot of money in my life. Not only did I find the value of working for myself, I was able to see exactly how I can work with customers, also grow my income, but even better, I wasn't tied to a 9-to-5 job that limited how much money I was going to make every day. This unlimited flexibility, this ability to earn $400 to $500 a day, allowed me to really jumpstart my entrepreneurial business, as well as allow me to get on the track of saving a lot of money, because all the money that I was making, guess what? It was going into savings, and I was setting myself up for the future. So the third thing that I did that allowed me to get to this goal of $100,000 by the age of 22 was making sacrifices. Now, I wish I could sit back and tell you guys, hey, it's all going to be roses, it's going to be easy, anyone can do this, but it takes sacrifices. Now, there are a few sacrifices that I particularly want to share with you guys that stuck with me, that kind of shaped me as a person, that allowed me to not only understand myself as a person, but also get in a position financially to save a lot of money. Now, the first decision came down to college. Now, for me, I had a torn ACL. I was supposed to go to JMU to play soccer in college, but I decided to stay home and go to community college. Now, looking back, I guess it was God's grace that I kind of hurt myself, because I was able to save and make a lot of money. Now, for me, I have no college debt to my name, no debt to my name, which allows me the leverage, the flexibility ability to take on new opportunities and to save a lot of money in my life. So the first main sacrifice that I made was going to community college. Now for me, this was not fun. My friends were going away. The people that I love were all going to these big party schools. They were having so much fun, but I didn't realize how much debt they were going into. Now in these times at community college, my first year I couldn't play soccer, so all I did was basically go to school and work. This was a time for me to begin growing my lawn and landscaping business. Right after work, I did have a girlfriend at the time, so a lot of my time was focused on that, but I spent a lot of time going right into work. From college, from going to work, I was able to save and start making a lot of money. While my friends were at the bars, while my friends were going out, spending a lot of money, guess what? I was working at home, living under my parents' house still, which was not sexy, was not fun, but I was able to save a lot of money. My second year in community college kind of is where my business began to take off, but this was a very difficult point in my life for me. I was playing soccer for the community college. I was going to school, trying to figure out if school was even right for me. And then third, I was making money with my business. So at this point in my life, I sacrificed friendships. I sacrificed going out, partying, and being at this 4-year experience because I wanted to work. I wanted to save money, and I wanted to do the things that were going to make me happy in life. And I'm so grateful that I made a decision to go to community college. And secondly, there was a lot of personal financial decisions that I had to make and a lot of sacrifices that I made. You know, your friends want to tell you to live by the phrase YOLO, you only live once. Go to the casino, spend the money, go ahead, buy this. Let me flex on you. Let me have this item. But that's not what I did. And what I did was to save as much money, was to keep my expenses low. I didn't need anything. I didn't buy anything. The only thing that I purchased for myself was new t-shirts and more equipment for my lawn and landscaping business. I was building in my 20s, in my 18, when I was 19, I was building something for myself while my friends were wasting their money on girls, the clubs, going out there and wasting their money on dumb things. Now, honestly, I did fall into this trap sometimes. I would go visit my friends at college. They would say, hey, this is a lifestyle. They would spend their money. They would have their parents' credit cards for backup. And I just didn't understand how that would give them leverage. And more importantly, they didn't understand the value of money. Now, for me, every dollar that I spent, every dollar that I invested was my own money. I worked for it. I put myself in a position to have income in my life, to grow wealth at a young age. The last thing that I did that allowed me to get this point financially in my life at 22 was to learn about money. Now, this is a huge step in my life. Now, I didn't grow up having a lot of financial literacy in my life. I've always kind of been around tight parents who are always concerned about money. I've surrounded myself with people and friends that are always worried about money. They don't know how to invest their money. So I figured, let's take the initiative. Let's learn as much as I can about money, and let's start investing my money at a young age. So around 17 or 18, I began to open up my first brokerage account. I began to find the importance of investing my money. Now, my savings account was pretty healthy. I had low expenses. I was saving, stacking a lot of money from the businesses that I was running, as well as the income that I was producing for myself. The problem was my money was not growing. Now, you might think, hey, having a lot of money in a savings account makes me feel good, but honestly, it's a huge mistake that I made, and I wish I could reverse this early on in my years when I had money sitting in my savings account. So what I did is I began investing. Now, right now, I've kind of showed you guys on my current Robinhood portfolio at age 22, I have a little over $40,000 invested in the stock market, but what I found to be very important that allowed me to get to this goal was to put that money to use. Not only did I reflect on this earlier about investing money back into my business because my business would pay that reward and pay me more income for my investments in new equipment, from new opportunities, from new marketing, all this stuff eventually paid for itself. Now, for me, the number one thing that allowed me to grow this wealth in my current brokerage account, that allowed me to have money because I didn't have debt to my name, was to leverage the stock market. Every week, I was investing $100 into the stock market, building my portfolio up, investing as much money as I can. And now looking back, I'm so grateful for the decisions that I made, the ability to take the risk, investing in the stock market, because it's paid off tremendously and allowed me to build wealth at age 22 in my life. So go out there, guys, start investing in the stock market, put your money to use. You're really not going to regret it. It's going to help you build wealth no matter where you are in life. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Before we jump off of here, I just want to say I want to share with you the three key takeaways that I learned about this journey to save over $100,000 by the age of 22. And the first thing is that it takes grind, it takes grit, and it's not going to be easy. There's a lot of sacrifices that you need to make in your life to set yourself up. From the long weekends, working when you don't want to, working when your friends are having fun. This is the grind. This is the sacrifices that you need to make that allows yourself to make money so you can put yourself in a better financial future, and you will not regret the sacrifices that you made at a young age. Now, the second thing that you want to do is to put your money to work as soon as possible. This is something that I wish I did early on in my life. I wish when I first got my job, I would start investing in the stock market, putting my money to use in myself, investing in courses, investing in learning, instead of hoarding my cash. That was not helping me, and sitting it under your mattress is truly not going to make you more wealthy or allow you to get to a goal financially where you need to be. So go ahead, invest in assets, invest in yourself, invest in the stock market, and start building your wealth at a young age. And the third thing that I want to leave you guys with is to have some fun. You have to enjoy it. And for me, some of the biggest mistakes that I made was not enjoying the money that I was making. Go out there and treat yourself sometimes. Spend a little bit of money, learn how money works, and more importantly, take a vacation or two. Now, for me, I wish I had more fun. I wish I didn't have some regrets that I had because I was so eager, so motivated on making a lot of money. But I want to say, guys, is that you live once. You can enjoy this time. You know how to make money, you know how to save money, and you know how to invest money for your future. So go use a portion of that and go enjoy yourself. Have some fun. Buy something that you really want, and you're going to be a happy camper all the way around. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, it truly would mean so much, as well as I want to hear your story. Drop some feedback in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys, and more importantly, if there's anything that I can do for you, if you need any help, if you need any motivation, personally DM me, reach out to me. I'm literally here for you to help you guys. I truly love every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, I'll see you tomorrow in the next video. Peace, take care, have a great day.